Alright guys, well, I'm back today with a review of an impressive retro style AR-10 from Dpms. If you follow the channel, you'll know that back in the day when I was reviewing a lot more AR-10s, the Dpms footprint was my go-to. It was the most interchangeable and solid footprint on the market at the time, and still to this day. Most companies use a Dpms footprint lower, which has become sort of the industry standard. Now there's definitely going to be variations across the board, but this seems to be the most constant. Now this one is rather interesting with a longer barrel and an A2 look with an A2 style stock, grip, and forend, and an A2 front sight post. I threw on the charging handle and actually picked this guy up from Shooters Express in Belmont, North Carolina, a huge supporter of the channel. These guys have a ton of cool options, even consignments, and the inventory is always changing, so if you head over there, tell them I sent you and they'll hook you up. But again, Shooters Express in Belmont, North Carolina is where I personally grabbed this one, and I'm always there kind of hanging out, so you may run into me. But let's get back into the overview of this rifle. Now, why would you want to purchase something like this over the myriad of other AR-10s on the market? And that's honestly for the retro vibes. Now, retro ARs seem to be ever increasing in popularity, and this one is pretty darn awesome, especially chambered in 308. For the review, we were actually running AAC, and we were running their 7.62 by 51 20-round boxes. Actually ran a lot of ammo through it because it was too much fun to shoot down at the range. And a huge shout out to AAC for always supporting the channel and sending out the ammo for this video. These guys also have 10mm like you see here. Just launched 7.62 by 39, 300 blackout, and even 6.5 Grindle, so definitely check those guys out. More information over on the campsite page. The first thing I want to mention about this setup is the fact that the detachable carry handle did not come with it, and you get that standard pick rail at the top to add optics or whatever you may see fit. Now, if you're looking for a precision AR-10, I'm not quite sure this is going to be the one for you because it's not free floated. You've got the polymer handguards on the front, but is it going to be plenty accurate? Absolutely. This was definitely a tack driver 100 yards and in, and you could definitely stretch it out a lot further. But if you're looking for a pure precision build, definitely look at something with a free floating rail system. There are so many on the market at affordable prices, but this one really combines that kind of robust nature of the A2 style platform with that fixed front sight post, heavier profile barrel. Throw on your carry handle or fixed sight or favorite red dot, man, you've got a nice kind of up close or distance blaster that can really accomplish a lot while still giving you that retro feel. The stock is very comfortable. Love the OD green, and I believe this is available in a few different color variations. It worked. It functioned, it had no issues, and the ejection pattern was incredibly consistent on this rifle, and that's something Dpms has figured out over the years. These guys are not new into the AR-10 platform. If you're looking for an AR-10 that you know is going to work with a wide variety of ammo, Dpms is one of those more high-value companies that I would recommend personally because, again, I've just trusted them over the years, and they've never let me down. Now, they have some more stripped-down versions of AR-10s. This one's definitely going to be a step above that, coming in right around that $7 to $8 bill price point, and you can give or take a little bit depending on where you find it. Again, I grabbed this one personally from Shooters Express. Now, the grip on this is about the only thing I'd want to change just because I don't like A2 grips, but honestly, it fits the build so perfectly, I'm going to leave it as is. The trigger is halfway decent, nothing to write home about, but definitely above average when it comes to mil-spec triggers. It's got the enhanced trigger guard actually built into the low receiver itself, and that's incredibly nice, and this has been functioning great down at the range. Again, for me, I want to stress, this is more of a fun AR-10 to take to the range, a more robust feeling AR-10. It's not going to be the most precise AR-10. You can squeeze a little bit more accuracy out of something where the handguards themselves are not physically connected to the barrel. You know, if you push on here, you could potentially flex it. Now, this is not a pencil barrel by any means, so it's going to be less influenced by pressure on the handguards than something like a pencil barrel M16-ish style setup. So this one's going to be more resistant to shifts when you're resting your handguard, but it does still affect barrel harmonics when you have things attached there. But what this guy is reliable, it's fun, it works, And for something that gives you that retro feel, learning iron sights, slapping that heavy hitting 308, it's going to be great. There's also some military surplus rifle matches I used to shoot down at CRPC in Charlotte, North Carolina. And there was no optics allowed in certain divisions, and you had to use some type of mil-serp rifle, and this would count for that competition. So this has got a long sight radius, plenty accurate. I think this would be perfect for some type of mil-serp competition like that, or just to blast things down at the range. Hope you guys liked the video. Thanks to Shooters Express for always letting me film down there. Definitely check out some of those Pawn Shop Find videos, and a huge shout out to AAC for always sponsoring the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.